Good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. First and foremost, I just want to apologize. I know it's been a minute since y'all seen my lovely face, and I apologize for that. It's been a minute. And I really don't have a good excuse as to why I've been gone. Just been lazy. Also, as you can see behind me, I'm in a different setup. I got a different environment. That's because I moved off base. I moved out of my dorm and I moved into an apartment recently. So that's something that's been keeping me busy. And I'm not trying to make excuses here. I'm just saying this is where I've been at. I went on a TDY to Vegas. And for those of you who don't know what that is, a TDY is basically it's like a mini deployment. So you got deployments, which are like 6 to 12 months to even longer than that. And then you got TDYs, which are like short, like 3 to 6 months or sometimes even less. Well, a lot of times less. My TDY in Vegas was only a week long. It was a great time though. I went there for a class for something that pertained to my job. And it was just a exercise, a class that we took, a week-long course. And yeah, it was a great time, man. It was my first time over there in Vegas. I got to walk the strip for the first time, got to see the mountains, got to roam around the city. I had some people stationed over there at Nellis, and they showed us around. But it was a great time, man. It was a great time, and I definitely looking forward to going back. I think I'm going back this summer, so be on the lookout. I didn't get a full vlog for y'all for this past trip, but I'm gonna definitely try to get one next time I go. And also, I went home after that for a leave en route, which is actually what this video is about. As you can tell by the title, today I want to talk to you guys about what it's like taking leave in the military. I just want to share a little bit with you guys about what my experience was like and how to actually take leave in the military. So leaving the military is really not that much different than it is on the civilian side. For those of you who know about the process or who have jobs, you know that you rack up days by working, and at the end of the year you have a specific amount of days racked up to use for personal time or vacations or whatever. And for the military, it's the same way. We get 2.5 days a month, and which adds up to like 30 days a year for a maximum of 60 days. So you can have a max of 60 days before you have to start using your days. And this applies for everybody in the military, whether you're a guard, reserve, whatever branch you're in. I'm active duty Air Force. But I know there's some changes in like how the process goes with actually taking leave. So most of what I talk about when I get to actually how to take leave, that'll apply for mostly people in the Air Force. But you know what leave is and what the different types of leave, what I'll cover mostly in this video will apply to everybody. So yeah, I hope you guys get some benefit from this video. If you have any questions at the end, make sure to leave them down in the comment section. I'll make sure to link an article or some information in the description, just in case I don't do a great job of explaining everything, but hopefully I answer all your questions. So like I said, 2.5 days a month, 30 days a year, 60 days total. There are special rules and stuff that I won't go into in depth with everything. Like I said, there's a COVID mandate that got put in place recently. You can have up to 120 days instead of 60, and that's for people who served from like March of 2020 to September of 2020. That doesn't apply to me. It probably won't apply for a lot of people watching this, since a lot of you guys are new. Like I said, I won't go too in depth with much of the nuances. You guys can look up that stuff by yourself or ask your command when you get there. Like I said, everybody has their own little tiny rules that apply to them, but generally we all have the same process. Let me go into the different types of leave. All right, there's actually quite a few. You got your regular leave, which is, like I said, any paid leave taken for personal reasons like vacations or whatnot. And you got emergency leave, which is taken in emergency, and like this could be like a response to a family member or a death in the family or something like that. It usually has to do with your immediate family. This is what I had to go through when my dad passed last year, and it's different than emergency or than regular leave. They're both charged. They both charge your leave days, but in emergency leave you get approved a lot faster. So I'll go into the process on how to get approved and how to apply for leave and everything. But usually with emergency leave is you say, hey, this just happened, I gotta go. Like my dad passed on like the middle of the week, Wednesday of the week, and like I was on a plane back home that Saturday. Getting approved for regular leave doesn't take super long, but like I said, it holds more of a priority. It's for emergencies. So yeah, that's that. And then you got convalescent leave, which is not similar to emergency leave, but I'll just explain it. It's non-chargeable, and it's for people who get sick, who are recovering from an illness or getting out of the hospital or something like that. And like I said, it's non-chargeable to your leave days, and I can't remember how many days you can get. I think it's by your command's discretion. But yeah, that's the thing. And then you have maternity and paternal leave, which is for, the mother who gives birth. They get 6 weeks from the day the child is given birth, and then another 6 weeks after that to take care of the kid. So they get a total of 12 weeks. And then the non-birth giver, they get 3 weeks off. That's for secondary parenting. And yeah, those are also non-chargeable days. And then you have terminal leave, this is regular leave, but it's used before you get out the military. So before you separate, before you retire from the military, you can get out, you can like take leave before that to make the transition a little bit easier. So you have like 30 days. Say you have all 60 days racked up by before you get out. You can use those last 60 days, those last 2 months of your leave, your contract, to get out, find a job, and do whatever you got to do to make the process a little bit easier. Yeah, and that can be used for separation and retirement, like I said. Or instead of that, you can also use this thing called sellback leave. If you don't want to get out early, say you already have a job lined up, you already did what you had to do without taking leave or whatever, you can sell back your leave for money. And how this works is you can sell up to 60 days, and this is done before you re-enlist or whenever you separate, and it's sold back at your base pay rate. All right, so you divide your base pay by 30, and then you multiply that by however many days you're trying to sell. So, for example, for me, if I wanted to get out, say after my first enlistment, right, and I had all 60 days, I would divide my base pay, which it will go up, but we'll just use these numbers for now, which is $2,103.90. Divide that by 30, and then multiply that by 60. I'd make $4,207.80 off of that. So, yeah, that's an option for a lot of people. I think you're better off just using your days whenever you get them. Their vacation days, you earn them, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not really worth all that. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's worth saving up 60 days of leave just to sell it for, a couple paychecks. But it's situational, man. It's based off of your own preference, and yeah, you all have the option. And then the last type of leave is block leave. So this is usually done at the same time. This is when like all or some of the portion of the command will leave at the same time. Like this is done usually around holiday seasons, and like in the summer I think we get one. But so this just happened for Christmas and New Year's. We have block leave, so you could get off for either Christmas break. You can either get off for the week of Christmas, or you could choose the week of New Year's. And whichever one you chose, you had to come in on the other week. So I got off for New Year's, so I had to come in during Christmas, and vice versa for other people. And that's generally it. That's how leave works, and that is the different types of leave. Now I'm going to show you guys actually how to use your leave. And this is the part that may apply for my Air Force people. I don't know how the other branches do it, but I know some people use a paper sheet form to apply for leave, or they have other websites or stuff. But I know for the Air Force, we use this website called LeaveWeb. And I'm gonna put up on the screen so you guys can see it. Hopefully I can get a screen recording working. If not, I'll just put the screenshots up. But this is the website, and you go here, you log in, and In here, you can see all your information, your leave information, and this is where you put in leave. If you're a supervisor, this is where you approve leave, and this is where you come back from leave, or this is when you return from leave. So as you can see from mine, you got all my information in here, and then you have my leave balance, and you have my ETS, which stands for it's like estimated time of separation, extermination time of service, something like that. And this is basically what I'm going to project to make before I get out. So like from now until the day I get out, this is how many days I'll have. This is how many leave days I'll acquire. I'll rack up in that time. And so that's that. And then so to put in actual leave, this is where you go to new leave, and if it'll load, it'll bring you to this screen where you can put in what type of leave you're taking, and then you can upload like documents and stuff, but you don't really ever need that. And wherever you're going. So if you're overseas and you're going overseas, you'll say OS. If you're going stateside, OS to CONUS. If you're already stateside, it'll be the other way around. But since I'm stateside, these are my only two options. And then you put in your leave date, whatever day you plan on going on first. And weekends are non-chargeable, so I'd recommend you leave on, I can't remember the trip. I think if you're leaving on a weekend, I think that's better because the weekends are non-chargeable. So say I leave on a Saturday, my first chargeable day of leave would be that next Monday. So I'm getting 2 days for free, if you know what I'm saying. And then you put in however many days. Say I'm just going back for a week. I'd be getting back on the 30th. I think it put it in automatically for me on the 30th, and then that return date would be actually that Monday. Oh no, I guess it doesn't matter. You'd have to return to duty on that Monday, but yeah. So that's how that works. You put in the address wherever you're going, blah blah blah, all of that stuff, emergency phone number, and then you have your supervisor right here, and this is where you put in your supervisor, and they approve it, and you check these boxes and you press save, and that is literally it. They approve it and you're good to go. Like, it's that simple. And then returning from leave is the same way around. I don't have any open ones, so I can't really show you, but you just do the same thing. You're you're basically just signing off saying that you returned back to work and you didn't go AWOL. And that's really it for real. I didn't want to make this video too long, and because it's really not that difficult of a process, but I did want to make a video and show you guys, a little bit about how the process worked. And like I said, I hope I answered you guys' questions. If you have any more, let me know down below. It's good to see you guys again. It's good to be back uploading. Like I said, I know I've been in a slump lately, but it's a new year, man. It's a new year, new me, you feel me? So we back motivated, we back to it. I got a lot of good stuff that's planned, and I feel good about this year. I feel like it's gonna be a great year. So get it popping. Let's get it popping, man. And yeah, hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat. I'm gonna put the links in social in the description, all of that. You know what to do. And yeah, I'll see y'all soon. Oh, by the way, let me introduce y'all to this little girl right here. If y'all ever hear screaming and crying, we're laughing in the background of me recording. This is this little girl. It's my daughter. Oh yeah, y'all ain't know how to daughter? Crazy, catch up. Side down. This is my friend. Hey, get off that. This is my friend's daughter. She is her and her family are staying with me for a little while, so they'll be with me for a couple weeks more. They're going through a rough time right now, so I decided to help out because I'm just awesome. I'm an awesome guy, and that's why I'm showing you this video, so you guys know how awesome I am. Just kidding. Come on, hey girl. Sit down. But no, for real though, let this be a lesson. Anybody? Hey, we all giving, all 2020, man, all 2022. You know, this is a year of love. All right, if you ever see somebody in need, help them out. All right, because people are out there in need. So, yeah, do that.